Absolutamente fácil. Y no tiene absolutamente nada que ver con la comercial. Y está filmando.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the second of our events this year. We got show. I hope everybody's got breakfast. There's still a crushed breakfast yesterday morning, so looks like quite beautiful. But if you haven't got a coffee yet, just get it from the bar. Actually, rather good. And those, and then you can help yourself when you find you like. So, my name is James. I look after for Social Agency, and I'm also the author of this book, which is on the table, which is the YACHT categories. The next edition of which will be coming out in June. But in the meantime, grab a book if you like. I can certainly recommend it. So, in case you don't know, answer this Estela, just an introduction. So we're a social agency here in Palma, Mallorca. We are headquartered in Barcelona. We have offices right throughout Spain, in the Canary Islands, in Gibraltar, in Melilla, and Panama, and the whole of Latin America. So if you're traveling there, we do bunkering, fuel provision, formalities, concierge services. So whatever you need, logistics, we can assist you. So today, we have a panel session on the broad theme of job management, a pretty challenging area for me. But first, we have a little introduction presentation from two ladies from Costa Brava. It's Maria Cano and Estela from Costa Brava Yacht Ports. We went there last year, and in fact, you'll see a whole chapter on Costa Brava as a once we develop that as a yacht destination. It's the home of Salvador Dali, stuff in the book. It's a beautiful area and very much under-visited by yachts, so I can tell you all about it. So welcome to Maria Cano, who's broadly from Barcelona University, Master of Maritime Law and Port Management from the Maritime University in Barcelona. She's responsible for managing the marketing for the cruise port in Catalonia. And Sarah, who's the director of tourism in the various process, representing Costa Brava destinations. She works for the Costa Brava. So please, the floor is yours.
Just would like life is about choice. And you believe that. Told that if you're from the countryside, you that you either work a lot or live a lot. That if you're into festivals, you're not into books. That at the end of the day, you have to be one thing or the other. Kayaking or skiing. Skiing or yoga. If it's yoga, then you can't have goals. Meditating or running. Cycling or wine. Not too much, but if you like to improvise on the fly, you can make plans. Experience culture, experience cuisine, experience the beach and the snow. Live twice. Costa Brava and Jubilee areas.
Yes, hello. Thank you, everybody. Good morning to you all. Estela, super good agency to give us a here with all of you today. I think the restaurant is fully packed, so congratulations for all the representatives of the industry. We are glad to be here today. So, how many of you have been staying in Costa Brava? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, not fast. That's great. So the idea is to present you the Costa Brava and its Maria. Why? We are going to give you 3 reasons, but they are not the only ones. Okay, but just to give you in mind why Costa Brava. The first reason is, the other one, which one, Sarah? Okay. Is the strategic location where we are located. We are quite close to the south of France, and we are in good point between Balearic Islands. So why not? You are sailing from Monaco, from Côte d'Azur, and you are sailing to the Balearic Island, but not coming to Costa Brava. Because it's a fantastic destination where my colleagues will explain you, and the strategic location is fantastic, not just because of our nautical position, but as well because it's a fantastic destination. Um, Okay. The second reason why I have to go to Costa Brava is because of these high quality marinas. We have all marinas waiting for you in the high quality service and for all the things you may need. Um, Here we have the first the iconic one that is the mountain San. And here I have the pleasure, the lecture of the Marina here. Hi, Maribel. Please, if you want, you can come and explain just quite a bit the fantastic services you have in one sentence or two, please.
Thank you, Marina. Maria, you, Estela, thank you, everybody. Well, simply, some of you may know this Marina is the fact that it's out in Costa Brava, the first Marina in Costa Brava, you come from Barcelona, and we have 12 more superiors, apart from 120 other smaller moorings. We have 12 great superiors up to 60 meters. We have even 80 guys electric up to 60 is very simple. More is stern, what you can see the picture. Um, Superiors can come for one day, 2 days, even for sometimes they come have dinner and they leave with it. It's very easy to work. You can come, then you go out, and the area around the pictures is really nice. Usually, the owners they come and they return. You go for a free Mediterranean. They come several times during one summer, so as I say, it's quite a nice spot. And for the facilities, what can I tell you? It's a very quiet marina. It's a nice spot in Costa Brava. It's a small village. 20,000 people, so it has a nice market, has plenty of restaurants, cultural museum, etc. So it's quite a nice spot, good for the owners and also good for the crew to go around and easy to go for shopping, etc. So if you have any questions, I'm welcome to listen. But all I can say is that a nice spot, as it more, people like it, people usually come once and again, so I just invite you to come.
Thank you, Maribel. Okay, the next one of the next marinas that we have is the port of that is the one that is closer to the French border, and as well they are ready super yachts and all the services needed. We have the main entrance at the Coast and National Park. Fantastic, beautiful, beautiful spot. We have as well nautics ready as well for students with all the services and people waiting for us in it. And just in case, to let you know that we have the port of Palma that is a commercial port, where you will have any of the services close by with the maritime administration, customs, pilot service, tax service, all the good infrastructure that people has in order to help you just in case you need something. So the location in the marinas. What's next? Destination as a main reason to stay in Costa Brava. So please, Sarah, Okay, hello. Um, Costa Brava, a unique destination, of course. Why is unique? 220 kilometers of coastline, ready for kayaking, sailing, diving, snorkeling. It's a paradise. We've got 8 different national parks. Of course, you have marine reserves, but also volcanoes, as you see in the picture. Natural park, ready for hiking or on the seaside or even in the forest with all kind of experience there, forest hiking. It's medieval sites. You see, that's a very beautiful spot in Graus Natural Park. It's a museum in the middle of nature. You find this kind of surprises when you visit the destination, because maybe some spots are well known, but on our way to another place, you find this kind of surprises that make your day. Charming seaside villages. That's the scenery you see from the sea. It's a place that inspired a lot of genius. We'll see later. We've got Girona, the capital. It's our colorful city with a Jewish quarter, very popular. And it's becoming the European site of Mecca. You know? It's a very important spot for that too. And of course, Dali. I'm sure you've heard about it. Yeah. That's the place where Dali got his inspiration. That may mean something, right? So you have the Dali's surrealism triangle. You have the 3 spots of Dali in there. You can visit all of them in one day if you want. With a little bit of surrealism stress that day, maybe. You can do it in several times. Of course, we are the origin of the Greek and Roman civilization. You have this kind of heritage spots in the seaside and also inland. And another part, culture. Food is culture. Everybody came this morning. That was a breakfast, yeah. Local cuisine, markets, tradition, but we also need to participate in this. So you can leave you can take part of it. See, that's a common thing to see on the beaches. You can show cooking or just meet the local producers. And one of the news of this year, you see, after 12 years of no news about Woolly, Woolly Foundation opened doors this June. That's placed in Calamonjoy in Rosas. I suppose you may know, Woolly was doing a lot of years the best restaurant in the world. So after these 12 years, they are opening. But it's not a restaurant now. It's a very special place that I really recommend to go. I had the honor to see some weeks ago. What is in there? Everybody is asking that. What is in there? You have an outside part where they make you think about um, the relationship between knowledge, astronomy, and innovation. You realize what they have been doing in these 12 years. They're working hard. And then you have the inside part, like the Woody restaurant, the place where Woody was. You can still see the Woody. If you didn't have the chance to live this experience of a Woody restaurant, you have occasion to see the plates, to see all the dishes they cook, to see all the romantic scenery of Woody. And they have a third part where they are always innovating and thinking about innovation. It will be open only 3 years, I think 3 months a year, and the rest of the year they will be innovating and preparing things for next season. That's the well, Woody Foundation. That's in Roses, in the heart of the natural park of Cartagena. Wineries, of course, wineries along the seaside and also inside. They this countryside and these winds give our wines a very special character, and of course well-being. Coming to Costa Rica is always well-being, so just don't miss the occasion. I was talking about earlier about our e-bike routes. It's a very common activity because you can hire electric bikes, so now everybody can go by bicycle, and you can go around beautiful towns with bicycles. It's very nice. I want to introduce now, as Marina and Emily, the next video, just to make you want ask for more. See, it's about the story, our deep belief that culture in our small town is a story. Nuestra inmensa desde el fondo del Mediterráneo.
Ellos mañana se van a capturar cada vez más nuestro mensaje y ponerlo en cada medida. Somos vendedores aquí.
Thank you so much. Clara, for that presentation. I can personally recommend Costa Brava. And if you have guests or only like diving, big fish, it's got some of the best diving in the nation, no one's heard about. So also one of the largest wine one of the largest wine wholesalers in Europe today. So yes, I just looked at that and more details in the book. So we'll soon get into the panel. First, I'm going to look for 2 minutes for you Rumble. Larry, my notes, make sure I get it wrong. So Larry is the beautiful spectral jet kit, which is the oil and lubricant analysis lab. But he's on this specifically. He's the newly appointed chair of the RS, I'm special group for superyacht engineering. Larry,
yes, thank you, James. Very good, let's make it. Good morning, everybody. This is nothing about spectrum, all about super yacht industry. I was once told that a wise man learns and is yet wiser, and all of us need information, and all of us can confess that we don't know everything. I've been a member of the Engineering Science and Technology for 33 years. I come from the commercial shipping sector, and I've gained huge benefit from that over the years, right the way through my career. It occurred to me late last year that the super yacht sector is not catered for. I went to see them at the head office in London, and I said, why is that? I said, well, we cater for every sector, tugs, container ship, everything. But super yachts, you can do it. There's need a chair, lots of people do in the super yacht industry. Can you set up a committee? We really support this. So we now have a special interest group in Institute of Marine Engineering, Science and Technology. What is that? That's a global organisation, 2,000 members in 120 countries, 50 local branches. It's a global organisation for the benefit of members. There's no profit, there's no commercial angle. It's a pool of knowledge. I'll just break the rules and we put this together. A very quick paragraph. This is what it is. Why would you join the MRS? The RRS is the global organisation dedicated to the professional development of engineers working across the marine and maritime sector. Not just engineers, but everybody involved in the industry, scientists and technicians as well. Whether your expertise is mechanical, electrical, or electronic engineering, we have a support framework to help you through each stage of your career, from student to senior management, where you're continuously building your skills and expertise. And joining the institute allows you to network together with other marine professionals and share ideas. That is really the number that you have access to 22,000 members. There's a private communication network called Nexus. And an organisation that's been going since 1889 has an awful lot of information. And there's very little in the world of marine engineering and technology that hasn't happened before. And joining this organisation, and it's free for students and training, but for all of us who are well into their careers, it's €200. It changes throughout the year as you get through the year. I suggest you have a look online. Some of these lying around, take my word for it. Just delve into it, irs.org. Join, and all the accessible online courses, training, continual professional development, everything from student to Great Panthers, retired, everybody you can get involved and get something from that. Thank you very much.
Right, so now the main course. If I could ask our panelists to come and join me at the front here. Right, so we have with us this morning distinguished panel covering different aspects of yacht management, and such a broad topic. So we have sitting next to me, Campbell Stickley. Campbell grew up in Wellington, New Zealand, where he studied marine engineering. As a key yachtsman, was involved in the 2000 edition of the America's Cup. He moved to Europe in 2004 to pursue a career in yachting and started touring on some larger yachts. He assisted with the build of a 45 expedition vessel in 2011, which then took him cruising in remote regions of the South Pacific. And he's cruised just about everywhere from Alaska to the Virgin Gulf. He was also involved in motor Octopus at the Boss in 2012. And in a 20-year period, he's worked on motor and sailing yachts from 24 meters up to 122 meters, and has also captained several large yachts. Campbell joined Ocean Independence 3 years ago, managing yacht operations at the Zurich office. Next to Campbell, Jeff James is the Chief Technical Officer for Computers of Network Defence, with more than 20 years experience in network security technology. He's worked for organisations including the UK Secretary of Defence, NATO, and Cisco Systems. One of Jeff's specialisms in providing cybersecurity to super yachts presents a unique challenge. Diana Sousa had over 24 years of experience in Gibraltar yacht registrations, starting out as a registered officer and quickly promoted to assistant registrar, stepping up in 2010 as the registrar of yachts. She oversees all aspects of registration and compliance, changes of ownership, mortgage registration, port transfers, and deregistrations. He's also a key hockey player and is president of the Titus Hockey Club in Gibraltar. And last but not least, Sam Thompson, who has been in the yachting industry for 20 years, working his way up to first officer on 80 private yachts in the Golden Fleet for moving shoreside equipment and project management. He co-founded JMS Crew in 2015, followed by JMS Yachting a couple of years later. And Sam says he's a convert to paddle tennis, the great Spanish game, so it's catchy. We also have with us Sebastian Diaz-Rivas, who is a lawyer, maritime lawyer, a doctor at law in Spain and is a partner at the Diaz and Associates in Paris. He specializes in maritime law with postgraduate enrollment in the World Maritime University in Sweden. He also teaches international EU law at Paris University. So thank you. Welcome all. I guess if you go to cover what management into the you have to have 12 families to, because obviously it's such a broad theme, not just a broad theme, I would say. So to get started, we're kind of sharing a couple of mics, so I'll have to ask you to share if you don't mind. Perhaps I can start with Campbell, as you're closest to. It's an interesting topic. I think 4 months ago talked about sanctions, Russian yachts made up, and what impact that could have on the industry generally, on ownership structures, on management structures, legal structures, etc. Perhaps you talk about what the recent challenges have been for you in the past 12 months, the trends that you see in yacht management generally.
So yes, it's the Russian-Ukraine conflict. We started getting a lot of issues with payments going through to crew and receiving funds. So also with this, the KYCs is knowing your client, where they're from, this sort of thing. This has really created another job entirely for somebody. So yeah, I would say it's one of the most difficult areas in the yacht management at the moment. Yeah, it's a hot topic. I spoke to Tony a month ago to go to the candidates series as well, and I was asking him how do you now monitor sanctions links and can't you do business if they're not on WhatsApp. So it's a big challenge. I'll maybe back a bit later on how that works. Jeff, of course, another aspect, not just yachting, but all businesses, but in our industry when it comes to cyber attacks or defense, should we say. I think we may have some people here from Mercy who bought a ransomware attack about a month ago. We also, as a business ourselves, we had not long ago an email accepted invoice to a client. The invoice was attached, the email was accepted, the invoice details were changed, the payment details were changed, and it went on to the intended recipient, but ended up paying our invoice completely, not to us. It can happen anyway, but what are the particular challenges when it comes to yachting and the onboard dangers that work?
Okay, so as you said, there's quite a few challenges going on out there, and it doesn't just affect super yachts, but super yachts specifically. I think it's only just now come to the fore of taking cybersecurity more into their day-to-day thinking, and that's what's got to change, because yachting is there where you're supposed to be out doing yourself. It's not where you're supposed to be doing work. When it's in the office, everyone's got strict controlled environments and strict guidelines that they operate to every day. But when you come to the yacht, it's also your home. It's your home away from home. And those type of risks that can happen at home, you put in these environments. So things like social media posts can give away a lot of information that can be used in spearfishing. Okay, and a lot of people don't always take these things into account of what they're putting out there on the internet. Spearfishing is specifically is where it's actually a target attack. You have phishing attacks, which is where they just widely throw the emails out there and hope that you'll click on them. Where spearfishing is actually where they've done their research.
Yeah? They know about you. They've looked at your LinkedIn. They've looked at your Facebook. They've looked at your Twitter. They've got some information to make it very relevant and particularly relevant to you at that time. So whether you might have an event going on, or somebody like the boat ship here at the moment, you might get an email specific to, we're expecting to meet you here. Here's an attachment. Please click on the attachment. Yeah, that's where they're going through. So, and spearfishing, well, you've got to admit that the industry is high worth rate individuals, so it's a big target for them. A lot of people don't realise just how much an organised business it is to actually do this. It's not the old days where just a couple of script kids sat on their computers trying to hack into things. These are actually organised business, so much so that the offices that they run, some of the employees don't even know they're working for organised crime. Okay, and it's that targeted. Yeah. Some people are actually quite shocked when all of a sudden the police force turns up, closes the office and you were a member of this group. This is organised crime.
It sounds terrible. It sounds like makes you not want to go anywhere and go off really quickly. Diana, obviously the sanctions and ownership structures have been under challenge over the last 12 months, last 18 months or so. What role does the flag for the registry take when it comes to following guidelines, sanctioning yachts? For example, some of the high-profile yachts, mostly on A, for example, was parked in the Middle East for a long time without a flag. I think somebody had a Chinese flag. How do those regulations and new laws and sanctions affect a registry?
Well, really, the way that, for example, in Gibraltar, because we're part of the British flag, we would follow the policy that's put across by the UK. So obviously, we do have a very key part to play in the whole of the system, because depending on the policy that is applied, you would need to ensure that this is complied with. The local representatives or the people who are actually the lawyers or the local representatives that are representing those owners of the boat would need to ensure that their policy is in order. If they do have in any circumstance the situation where the sanctions are applicable to them, then we have the unfortunate situation where we obviously need to ensure that policy which is given by the jurisdiction and the UK in our respect is applied. So at times you have seen ourselves where the sanction has forced us to make a vessel have to be registered from the flag, which is the example that you give, that now see vessels that in circumstances they be without a flag, and that is because of the policy that has been imposed jurisdictionally with that flag in particular. But then there are flags that maybe they have a different policy, which now we can feed into that jurisdiction instead. So now it does make them have to find and look for which flag would be eligible and would be willing to take on these vessels if that is the case.
It's a moving target.
Yeah.
So we were here last year talking specifically about flag registration ownership structures. Sebastian was on the panel, already had some examples of the issues he's been involved with in terms of sanctions being implemented. So maybe you can expand a bit further on what we've seen from the legal side and some of the shenanigans and chicanery that you're seeing that owners are perhaps taking in order to avoid being sanctioned or somehow evading potential problems that might come down the road.
Well, it depends. Now we have a shopping jurisdiction for business. It's worldwide business, but the matter is that there are countries that there are countries that they improve and they enforce sanctions and others not. We have the example of Saudi that sometimes they use certain companies. And through these companies, we're speaking about certain flags or countries that we are not enforcing sanctions. And the problem is, as Adele has said before, the KYC and how a private company and sometimes even countries and the public bodies could actually discover which is the UBO, the ultimate beneficial owner. And additionally, during the time that has passed last year, that we were last year in the middle of the storm, we have some examples in long term. Gibraltar has been a pioneer in terms of auctioning a subject by a repossession procedure beginning by a bank, the national bank, and Gibraltar jurisdiction, the government has accepted to record of the yacht only for the auction. And in this case, Gibraltar jurisdiction is really, really friendly for yacht owners and also the creditors because they sold out the matter with a very specialized jurisdiction and without commercial, and they keep the security not only to keep security for damage or damages, but also to maintain the yacht in perfect condition and to auction it as soon as possible. And unfortunately, they acted in a very, very strategic way, conversely with our continental jurisdiction. Let me see that it's not so fast.
It's adaptable. Sam, so I know you still had quite some. We were managing that yacht in that jurisdiction initially, and we were then we're talking about KYC, and we had to do a risk analysis of our company, and we went through which ones we hired independent contractors to oversee we determine who our UBOs were. Because as a management company, we wouldn't necessarily have direct contact or knowledge of these UBOs, so we had to investigate every one of our clients, and we determined, obviously we knew sometimes who they were, and so we actually implemented very early before they got sanctioned, and we had to terminate our contract with them, and with that particular case with Acciona, that was the one. We were then rehired. We were then rehired by the bank to look after it technically, which was nice for us, but it's been very tricky period we were talking about before. We were trying to find out who were UBOs, and we had to hire people independently. So let me follow up on that. And obviously, we can't talk about this really helps, but as an industry, we are, of course, here to service individuals. We're not here to judge people. We're not here to ensure that we abide by the law, and that's it. But obviously, the UBOs pay and deliberately so for whatever reason. So we wish that all owners are more full-time. So let's say we had a government sanction with a US jurisdiction, it takes you to jurisdiction wherever transactions in US dollars. I think some people are just waking up to that realization. It's the ultimate weapon that the US has in terms of global law enforcement. But let's say you had a yacht for 7-Up, and 7-Up, the owner of 7-Up is being sanctioned, you're not allowed to do with 7-Up, or you think 7-Up might get sanctioned. Would you then be in a position where you could say, well, let's avoid the US jurisdiction, realizing the potential danger of that? We'll call it something, we'll call it strike, and we're going to change the ownership structure to Turkey, and we're going to, I'm going to be hypothetical, I mean, deliberately provocative, but the point is, you're abiding by the law, because that dock has not yet been sanctioned, the owner has not been sanctioned, but it may come down the line, so you put a structure in place that takes you away from US dollars into euros or Swiss francs, whatever. Have you seen any that kind of preventative structure being put in place?
You are being very provocative in this location, which I understand.
I'm saying that.
Right? And listen, I mean, we all know how that works. I mean, as a company, we as a company, we've been very, very clear on how we operate, and we, as I said, we did the risk analysis before we terminated our contracts with people that we suspected of being going to onto the sanction list. Okay, so we specifically chose not to work with these guys. We have also gone through and the legal aspects of where you stand in regard to providing a service to Russian clients now in Europe and in the UK, because we're based in both areas, is quite tricky. It differs between Europe and the UK. And so what we've had to do is determine that we won't work with Russian clients because it just protects us in the longer term, the way we see it. We don't go out the way to try and find alternatives to Russia to try and make this work.
Well, these are preventative, right? I'm not talking about individuals attacking yachts.
No, I think you know what I know what you're talking about. It's okay, right? But, I think in this particular situation, calling something squash and so on and everything else, I think is I think it's remain. And listen, it's something which is with the American courts and American jurisdictions is how much you can want to do business in America. We work in America. I mean, we work. This is a global business in America. It's one of the largest hubs, and we've just been up in America this year, and likewise, you cannot risk this. The transparency is everything.
Yeah. Campbell, what does this look like? KYC is there now a whole new industry that provides this service that makes sure that you're all up to date in every jurisdiction in the same way that you might check IP on a topic, on a logo or a brand name? Is there now an agency that provides a comprehensive service of the status of somebody you might go into business with?
Yeah, I think there's companies now starting up that will concentrate on this, and there are some already. But generally, we do it all in house, which creates a lot of work. But yeah, it's really a new industry, creating more jobs as well.
Compliance is really, as an ex-city guy, I know that the protection departments are always on the increase. Yeah, so the other business on the increase, of course, is the cyber side of things, under attack from there. How do you go about when your manager comes to you and says, well, we have yachts X, Y, Z, and we are worried about, we hear about these phishing attacks on board. What do you do specifically to super yachts in order to monitor and prevent the lead target?
Okay, so you actually tell people in there is monitoring. Okay, because one of the things is you don't know what's happening. Yeah? You can't react to it. And the biggest thing in cyber security is speed quick reaction. So to give you an example, we had somebody phone us some time ago and said, we've been subject to a ransomware attack. We've got splash screens on my computers, etc., etc. What do we do? We said, well, my first question was, how long has this been going on? They said, about a week. Well, then, has nothing happened if you don't have to rebuild? Okay, so when it comes to things that we can do, the most important thing is actually know what's going on, know what attacks you, monitor what's going in and out of the vessel. Okay, because the speed of response enables you to save the vessel. Yeah, because it's not just your laptop that's or your server, it's actually the control system on the vessel, and that's the most important thing. Okay, because you can make the vessel better. So ransomware might be introduced by somebody's iPad, by an email they receive, but it can spread throughout the vessel if there's not proper control. But yeah, the most important thing is speed of reaction and knowing that it's actually going on.
And Campbell, what are the other sort of areas getting away from this sort of data everywhere? Technology is moving everything all the time. There are new solutions coming on. You've got management is a broad area, and we before, and I said, well, yeah, which areas do you cover? I mentioned the whole list. Yeah, that's just about all of them. So we're talking about things such as person management, payroll, VAT, fiscal representation, all those things.
Yeah.
What are the developments in that area that you're involved with in terms of technical solutions, APA solutions, dealing with the whole admin side, because obviously everything's becoming ever more complicated?
Yeah.
So, I mean, one of the big areas
that we review the year of with the yachts going through refits or new builds is technology for communications. We've got a lot of yachts now using Starlink. We've got the marine version, which is have 2 antennas, so we try and get the yachts updated with this. There's also system, there's some development now being tested, one which will be, I believe, will be in competition with Starlink. A lot of work in the background with technical shipyards. This requires a lot of work. But you find that you have to push proactive into yachts under management, or are they going with for annual reviews, let's say, of all their various information systems? Basically,
I mean, there's I know what you're trying to push. I think with a lot of the captains and engineers on board these vessels are incredibly inquisitive people in a way, and they are always looking at newer technologies, particularly when it comes to how to build and it's an exciting term, right? You can go out there shopping and try to find the best possible flat for your box. And unfortunately, you have to, the matter of the craft, you have to rein that back in a little bit. Because it's that we've done the research on this, and we've got a little bit, let's wait to see how it's being developed. Development now, you just look at the tech now, it's just absolutely exploding. So everything is, you have to review it continually now. And we've got a very strong technical team who are continually reviewing new technology. And we're building a boat now which has integrated AI technology in it, and it's there.
What does that look like? Because obviously bringing new technology, but we're also bringing in another potential unknown risk, particularly when it comes to AI, which is now teaching itself language that it wasn't becoming to learn.
Yeah, we could get out of a job very soon. But no,
it's all these forms of business, so we're
okay. Well, but no, it is. I mean, I think it's more about how it comes. I think from our perspective, we oversee captains and engineers. They run the vessels, so that's their job. They train up to do that. Great, get on with it. But we oversee that, and we are, I suppose, that little bit of a buffer for the client to be able to make sure that we've got a protective protection to assist. We assist the captains in this, but when it comes down to technology, we have the specialists who are very good at what they do, and why wouldn't we? I mean, that's what we specialize in. Why wouldn't we hire other people who potentially would focus on that?
Yeah. Fair enough. Talking about owners and ownership, I haven't been in the industry all that long, but I've not seen too many yachts on the roll to flag. I understand that there's certain USPs that you might want to consider, because I think a lot of managers are now reviewing what flag they're on, and from a legal perspective, multi-flag is popular for certain reasons, for social security and that kind of thing, that comes with owners. Other bits that are less desirable. In terms of surveying, we have 1,000 new yachts in build over 24 meters, and all these yachts against the flag, they all need to be surveyed. I've had some disclosures in marine surveyors coming on stream. How does Gibraltar handle this? What trend do you see there in terms of ownership structure and survey?
Yeah, okay, so we can start with the ownership structure. Basically, the facilities which are within the registries, and that's not just Gibraltar, it's in any jurisdiction that you go to. You will have the option of owning individuals' names or by body corporates and legal entities. So basically, if you have a legal entity which is owning the vessel, that could be a way of then just having the asset come to the company, and then on a sale or whatever, you
transfer the ownership of the company instead of the ownership of the vessel itself, because the ownership of the company is tied to the vessel, so we just sell the company. In Gibraltar, for example, we have a wide range of eligibility in terms of ownership, which allows you to register in individuals by way of nationality, which is anybody which is British, EEA, and now opened up as well to the world. But this also comes with a Schedule 2, which also allows a wider range of countries, which adds to those nationalities as well. And apart from that, when you look at the when you register a company, that is worldwide, because the avenues and the ways in which it can be registered. It can be registered by, again, British companies, EEA companies, companies within the Commonwealth, and then it also opens up to foreign managed entities, which might be a form of registration to people, but basically what it is that you would actually register this forms for the asset holding of the vessel, which means that the company could be registered in any jurisdiction away from those countries, and decide to have the vessel brought up, you would register as a foreign maritime entity, and that entity only happens if there is a boat. But then the boat is sold, the entity is sold, because the entity only exists for the sole purpose of the maritime asset. So that means that the spectrum of ownership and eligibility is opened up worldwide. Then you come to the aspects of the owning in, I presume that this is applicable to most jurisdictions. It is open to be able to own by more than one. So it can be owned by more than one individual, it can be owned by more than one company as well. Then comes to how you actually want to structure the whole ownership of the company, which is where the lawyers and the numbers come in, which is where they will give you the advice that's required for the individual. The key thing in Gibraltar that makes it very attractive to register with us is that it's outside the EU. So it means that in ownership aspects, that is a consideration matter which we definitely pay a lot of attention to. When you come to the part of the surveying, in Gibraltar, you've got different types of registrations which are available, and one of them would be under construction. You can have the full registration, provisional registrations, and all the transactions that can go with those. But the surveying aspect of vessels is one which people pay a lot of attention to, because obviously it's the one that keeps the certification going, and they need to ensure on the build that it has been built to a certain standard, depending on the flag that they are registering in. So the part of the survey in Gibraltar, we have a number of surveyors, and these surveyors are assigned to vessels in particular. So they are the ones that handle certain vessels and certain companies. So that makes it very comfortable for the owners and for whoever the managers are. But they know who they're going to be dealing with in terms of the continuous certification that is required on the boat. And my colleague Dylan is lifting his finger like he wants to add to that, I think.
Might as well put my name on people. I think if you would, it's after that, obviously, we have a team of 2 surveyors working for the flag, all experienced surveyors. So therefore, our team, technical staff, is very much involved in the development, which of what I think is the sort of code for yachts, which is the ROG code. So we're very much involved. So we've got a team of surveyors, experienced staff, and as I says, which we allocate to clients so that we develop an understanding relationships with them. In addition to the fact that our surveyors are also serving quality control officers, which on a technical basis and for technical support to our clients is a very good, I think, selling point for us, because we are experienced of those states, which we can offer that support in
terms of issues which we know yacht countries encounter, or circumstances we've got taken care of. I think in terms of serving, we have that support for language, and it's very a nice experience.
Yeah, great. Registered with Gibraltar and transfer of ownership done and survey done and investment goes on rather than queuing up like everybody else in Kenya. Jeff, I've got a feeling that the rate at which AI is going on, have even Elon Musk a moratorium on AI. I guess in a year's time, we'll be back again talking about maybe AI and counter AI. What should we be worried about? How do we prevent AI from taking our jobs, you know, what should we be doing?
Maybe we'll watch tournaments. So I don't think it's going to be the end of the world type thing. I think what we need to do is embrace this new technology and understand it, and understand what it brings, and understand the threats it brings as well. I think one of the key points with AI right now is the fact that once you enter any data into it, you lose control. Okay? And that's the problem. Anybody then, anyone else, anywhere on the planet, they ask the right question of the AI, they will get that data. So if you've got your data in like a vessel, because you're writing a document or you put some technical specifications, you want help, you've got like the engines like ChatGPT, something like that, or you're creating a spreadsheet and you want help with the spreadsheet, you lose control of that data. So this is where we need to give proper guidance and information to the owners, to the crew, to the captains, on exactly what they should use it for, and what types of AI they can use. There's many different ones. There's ones to create PowerPoint, there's ones to create documents, spreadsheets, etc. You need to really understand the risk, stop what you don't want to use. Yeah? So for instance, you would want spreadsheets because that's a lot of financial information out there. But on the other side of things, it's very useful. I mean, writing a presentation, that's not going to be specific. It's not going to have proprietary information that's sensitive, because you're going to be doing a broadcast about this to a group of people. So you can use it to, I use it myself to generate notes for PowerPoint. Very good, very quick. I will admit the first question I asked is what risk does AI actually present, and give a very good answer. And basically what I've gone over about, you lose control about the information that you actually put into. So,
well, you can game it already. I saw an example, somebody said that you list all the pirates YouTube channels that I can watch, and they responded saying, well, that's obviously illegal, I can't vote these things because that's. So then the next question is, oh, that sounds terribly serious. Can you tell me which sites I should avoid to avoid breaking the law? And you get to provide the whole list. So
I think another thing is, on part of the R&D project we've got running at the moment, is one of my engineers was using it, and he was answering some of the questions I asked him, and then I turned around and said, can I have an answer from you now, not from the AI? Yeah, because you can actually tell the difference, but you have to get used to it, and you have to understand how it answers. You can actually tell how it constructs the answer, but whether it's actually an AI generated or human.
Yeah. Okay, so does anyone have any questions for the panel or things to contribute? Anders, I can maybe get one of my colleagues to answer the mic.
Yeah, just a quick one to Jeff. AI and cyber security. Can you use it to make systems safer?
Interesting question. That's part of my research, to be honest. But yeah, I can imagine you could, because you could ask it the question of how do I secure my firewall better? How do I configure my intrusion, my antivirus? And it will give you an answer that you actually go out and research. Yeah, so in essence, yes, but you still need to have that checked, because the human needs to understand what your use case is. So yeah, sort of, but you still need a human.
Anyone else with any questions for anyone here while you have everything you want to know about yacht management? There's lots more than we haven't touched on.
Hi, good morning. This is from Chris. So we mentioned Starlink. In the past, we haven't heard people in stories like yachts being compromised by pilots. Do you think that Starlink can increase that risk? Are people being abusive towards the internet, and so will it be affected?
I'll take the first bit of the question first, and I think the biggest threat we're seeing at the moment is the fact that everyone's getting more connected. As soon as you become more connected, you're opening the doors to the wolf, because the wolf can get to you. And that's the main thing to actually take on with that. And what you've also got to remember is, as the technology improves as well, all the operational technology on the boats, all the thrusters, all the ballast systems, everything else, all want to talk back to their manufacturers. So that's opening the door where the vessels are threat as well. So you take all these different threats into consideration, because the vessels are going to be connected all the time. The second bit, I'm not sure.
Any feedback on Starlink? You're seeing a strong take-up, and what the implications there for your side of the business? Is it just technical implementation, or is there an operational risk?
Well, at this stage, I mean, we've got a lot of yachts interested in this, and already a few that are using it. There's a few different devices on it, but I think the marine version, there's everything in one. But I mean, I'm the technical department, the technical manager that's advising the or it also depends on the owner's expectations or China. But it's certainly an area that's changed.
It was just because you own you just lock it down and it's probably for that one purpose, if it's an onboard solution, handle it the solution correctly.
I mean, watching TV, gives a good download on most things. But I think Jeff probably knows more about the technical side.
Okay.
Sorry, another one for Jeff. I read met there one of your colleagues in cybersecurity. He mentioned that Starlink has to opportunity for hackers to get into the system, and I think that might be worth talk.
Yeah, absolutely. At the moment, the historical devices, I know from a little experience I've got, is quite expensive. And so when you bring something in that's less expensive and more open to the customers, they're going to take it on board. So, and giving that access to the internet is, as I mentioned earlier, it's bringing the wolf to your door. Whereas before you had very limited download speeds, everything was controlled about what was allowed to go to the internet. Those controls are going to go away because you've got no restrictions on bandwidth. So people will be able to put wherever they want on the internet. And this is the problem when you come to speed phishing and phishing emails. When they get the email in, they get it in quicker. You can click on the link and go to that internet site and download the model, getting past all your traditional defenses like firewalls, etc. So this is where the next stage comes in, is that you have to make sure that all your crew are trained and are aware of what the threats. And it's the same with the customers. They need to understand that they can potentially bring threats onto the boats. When you think about a charter vessel, a customer might not even know that's coming on the vessel that he's infected with malware or ransomware. Have you put specific controls in place to make sure that that area that he's about to connect and use the internet doesn't affect the rest of the ship's operations? So there's lots of areas you can go.
Yeah, from memory, I'm not a very technical guy in those terms. What he explained was that with the low orbit internet flight, the vessel needs to disconnect and reconnect to the different satellites more frequently. And at every opportunity or at every occasion that it reconnects, that presents the opportunity for something very good.
Yeah, we're really getting into the technical stuff now. About negotiation, I don't want to do this. But yeah, that's very technical, and yeah, we could go through that if you want afterwards.
Well, the beauty of having a panel here is so you can catch them after meeting you out directly with private research. So that's all good. So unless you have any skill that we haven't touched on, and Jeff.
Very wide subject to be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is a cohesive conversation out of a very broad area. So I'm going to wind it up. I need to first of all just thank all our sponsors to make this session possible. And they are, in a particular word, Shadowcat, which is a Hogle no less, Palma Petroleum, Marine, AYSS, Shore Assistance, Costa Brava Pirineo de Girono, and Costa Brava Yacht Ports. Rebecca Diaz and Associates, with Clifton Ship Agency in Gibraltar, which is now an Estela owned agency. We can get in walking out other than the company. Lanzarote Super Yacht Education, Consortia Porto de Agüero in Sardinia, yacht engine down there. Memeti, the great agency, larger than life manager in Fethiye and Muba in Turkey. Antigua Yacht Club, Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, Computer Network Defense, Express Bunker, Gibraltar Yacht Registry, Custom Marine, the Maritime IT Communications Services. Could have had them here as well, but then we're here all day. Alcadesa Marina, and it's Gibraltar, and last but not least, Freight Yachts. So it just leaves me to thank all our panelists today: Sam, Diana, Jeff, Campbell, Sebastian. Thank you all for coming. We're here again tomorrow talking about lithium-ion batteries, which may on the face of it sound a rather dull technical subject, but I promise you that your life depends on it. So a little bit of knowledge is worthwhile learning. So we're here tomorrow at the same time, same place. So thank you all for coming, taking time to join us, and we look forward to seeing you here very soon. Thank you.
Very good. Come on.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to say
Al final la mesa no se puede y los que están comiendo están aquí en las mesas, porque si no me podría la mesa. Muchas personas que si no, la mesa de cerca, si no puede estar nosotros, entonces es un punto de compromiso y ahí se está bueno. Yo lo tengo. Allí, vamos a ver. Estamos en la mesa, una versión de comunicación.
No worries.
Well, yeah, so it's